All right, folks, we're back. That's the way I always feel on Monday morning. I don't know how you feel, but I I still have a feeling that I can't wait to get here. Really. I know. And I always like being here on Monday morning, knowing we have a week out in front of us. You guys are knocking it out of the park. You have sent me, wow, it's not possible to read all the information, but keep sending it. I just got an article right before the show I was trying to read that was really a great article. Welcome this Monday morning, November 3rd, 2025. Monday morning, November 3rd, 2025, to BKP Politics on voiceofruralamerica.com. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning, Diane. We had to drop the clock back in an hour Saturday night. So yesterday at 5:30, I thought it was bedtime, right? So that's where we're at now. Okay, we have elections. We have New Jersey, we have Virginia, we have Prop 50. Is that what it is out on in California? But in Georgia, we have two PSC races. So Saturday, and let me explain this. I will go into great depth later, and I can appreciate, I really can, everyone that sent me messages. All right. Now, I will do this during the Georgia hour also, but I'm going to start out with this right here. Give me number 58. Now, Saturday I started getting all of these messages because I'm going to be nice about it, but Steve Bannon has circled all the way back around to where 2020 and the elections being stolen here in Georgia is an important topic, okay? All the way to the point where he had Sally Grubhub, as we call her here on the show, the first vice chair of the Georgia Republican Party, and I started getting all these messages, and I mean, Bannon had a Saturday whoop everybody into a frenzy. Simmer down, simmer down. So this letter went out October 30th, right? And it is, Dear Chairperson Allen, it went to Fulton County Board of Registrations and Elections, and it's from the U.S. Department of Justice, the Civil Rights Division, right? And I told this audience a long time ago, hold on for the feds to do something in Georgia. Hold on for that, right? Now, we all know that Georgia State Election Board passed a resolution asking the DOJ for help to get access to these ballots. We know that. They requested the DOJ help the state in any way they can. And this is from the Civil Rights Division. This is a letter. Now, we'll go into the letter in depth on the Georgia Hour, but I just wanted to start out by showing you something here. Now, number 59. All right, this is Harmeed Dillon. Now, I was on a show Friday afternoon with Todd Wood, and I have said it here on this program over and over. The RICO case has to expire. It has to, right? It has to expire, and I'm going to show you this in a minute. But this came from Harmeed Dillon, Assistant Attorney General from the Civil Rights Division. And it talks about the resolution you were made aware of. And then it says, look at the paragraph next to the top, bottom. The Civil Rights Division appreciate your prompt attention in this matter within 15 days of today. Compliance with this request includes notifying all individuals or organizations that have access to these responsive records, even if not directly affiliated with your office. So this letter whooped everybody into a frenzy Saturday. And I kept getting, what is Sally Grubhub doing on Bannon? Oh my God, Bannon has gone off. Okay. All right. Now, I'm going to show you something here. Read that paragraph. And then remember what I have said on this show over and over. Give me number 17. Judge Scott McAvee has set a deadline of November 14th for the appointment of a new prosecutor in the Georgia election interference case against Donald J. Trump and other defendants. The deadline was extended from an earlier date. All right. November 14th deadline refers to the date by which a new prosecutor must be named or an additional specific extension must be requested. So on November 14th is the deadline. The judge indicates the case will be dismissed without prejudice for what of prosecution, for want of prosecution. All right. November 14th. So the letter says you have 15 days from what? October 30th, right? So October 30th. So you have Friday's the 31st. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, 15 days will be Friday, November 14th. That's why that letter is set with 15 days from that date. That's why that letter was sent on October 30th. 15 days. November 14th will be the 15th day that this letter is requesting the information. And as I've always told you on this program, this case, in my humble opinion, has to expire. And then watch out. I said it with L. Todd Wood Friday on his show. I've said it on this program. When the 14th, when this case expires, I doubt they're going to come in and want an extension. Because what's going on in the RICO case in Georgia, just so you know, with everybody all whooped into a frenzy Saturday. Now, I'm going to say this. I didn't really hear any new information Saturday that you and I don't know. And you and I here have never wavered from the 2020 election. We've never wavered from what we call the Rossi Kevin Moncla case. We've never wavered from what was presented in front of Judge Brian Amiro. We've never wavered on any of that. All right? But Saturday, because of that letter, everything got whooped in a frenzy. And social media went nuts, and Sally Grubhub went on there, the first vice chair of the Georgia Republican Party, and said, help, help. Well, we've been saying that for a long time. So, look, I'm glad to those that are going to get upset with me, I'm glad Bannon had a little, outburst and a little, spastic fit on air, and we're not going to let this go. But I will say this: never get caught off guard, because everything is a planned action. And why right before Tuesday, nationwide, that had to be addressed Saturday, I'm not for sure. Keep that in mind, okay? I don't know why that got whooped into a frenzy on Saturday like it did right before Tuesday and the election coming up. But it did. Now, on the 14th, I look for this case in Georgia, the RICO case, to expire. That's what I look for. I don't look for them to request more time, because that would mean they're requesting more time. The case would continue to stay open, right? As long as there's an open case, Fulton County will fight, or may have a fight, that they cannot do anything with the ballots because there's an ongoing case against Donald Trump and others concerning the RICO case. But after November 14th, when it expires, let me just tell you, America, when that expires, the Department of Justice, there will be nothing stopping Fulton County from complying. There wouldn't be nothing they could take into court and say, well, we can't comply because we're in the middle of this or this case. This is it. And again, I don't think there's any court system in Georgia that's going to take this case on, because of the simple fact it would cost a fortune for a county to put their DA on the case, review what has already been done. They'd have to review what's been done. The DA would have to get acclimated with the case in their office, bring in a team. Maybe Wade will get a job there, right? Bring in a team of attorneys to work on it and pump in millions of dollars just to keep this case open. Not going to do it. So I'm just telling you, November 14th, circle that on your calendar. Go back to, let's just go quickly, Diane. I had it here a minute ago. 58. Remember this. This is what November 14th is the deadline. 58, Harmeet Dillon. This is the letter. Everybody has it out there. You could read it, and it's very clear. Now, I'm happy the DOJ has done this, and I understand what they're doing. And I think Fulton County, they should be over there soiling their britches. Yes. I like everything about this. But number 59, remember this, the second part of this letter, the second to the last paragraph. Don't forget, the Civil Rights Division appreciates your prompt attention to this matter within 15 days of today. That's November 14th. So circle that on the calendar. When November 14th comes and goes and the case expires, because what will happen is on November 14th, if they do not come to Judge McAfee and ask for an extension for good reason, all right? I mean, you may have a district attorney that says, I'm interested, but I've got to go to the commissioners and see if they're going to give me the budget. I mean, if for good reason they get an extension, but if not, then you'll see probably on the 15th, I guess, an order from Judge McAfee getting rid of that case. So I appreciate that, Diane. That's Lisa. Lisa will be with us. She's going to be with us at 9:00 from New Jersey. So I appreciate that. So I just wanted to say that because, this is the same guy, and this could get me in trouble, but we're going to hit you with the truth, regardless of, I had here a minute ago, Di. You don't like it when I call you Di. I'll call you Diana. Give me number 19. Now, Trump has the 2028 hat. So Trump's not like innocent and playing around a little bit saying I'm running in 2028. Trump has lost it with Steve Bannon. Insiders claim third-term plan has sparked furious MAGA rift and named group of irritants wreaking havoc. Now, let's say Trump wants to run for a third term. Let's just say that, all right? Now, right now, I mean, you cannot make this up. Bannon goes into a whole, burn down the building Saturday with 20/20, which I am so glad he found 2020 once again. We never lost it here on this show. And then he's over and over like, oh, the plan has been laid. We already know how it's going to work for his third term, right? Yeah, right here. And then we have a government shutdown. Right here before Tuesday. Can't make this up. Yes, MAGA, there's people probably giving me 9 different versions right now of how they feel about this because it's all blown up. I mean, folks, we're going to get into Tuesday, but like MAGA itself, I mean, look here. No, I didn't do this, but this is MAGA right now. 56. Well, she's not MAGA. This is all spinning out of control. Now, this is on the New York Post. This is not me. Turning Point. This is Charlie Kirk predicted his own assassination in chilling text message to Candace Owens. Okay. Number 50. This is on New York Post. This is not BKP. Get off my ass. All right. And here is the text that Candace Owens put out. Are you going to be the Iron Lady of America? I see it so freaking clearly. I might be the Moses, though. I might not see the whole thing through. If that is the case, be my David. So this is a text message, number 57, that Candace put out between her and Charlie, right? And she's claiming Charlie didn't think he would ever see it through. I'm not doing it. MAGA's all over here. MAGA. Boom, boom. Let me grab a piece. Yes, all over the friggin' place. Then we got this right here. I mean, then you look and you got number 41. Who's paying who? You got Tucker and Nick Fuentes. Bam! Holy mackerel! What the hell? I mean, boom! They're all getting paid, folks. They're all getting paid. Every one of them's getting paid. Yeah, they're ching-chinging, right? Every last damn one of them. They're all over the map. If that's not enough MAGA, then we have this. Where's it at? I thought I was going to be able to go, bam! If that's not enough MAGA, then we have, I know I have it. I just saw it here. Number 37. Woo! My head. MTG's out in Hollywood with Bill Maher, hanging out. Going to, well, she's not going to the go-go, but close enough. She's out there. Halloween party with Bill Maher. I'm like, what the hell? Now I watched the show. It was pretty good. The show in itself, we'll get into that, all right? But she didn't do a bad job. Bill Maher and the other guests were caught off guard a little bit. They're agreeing with MTG, but MTG's out there in Hollywood. And then, what else do we have? Do we have anything else? And right here, number 14, they're losing it because someone put up, I don't know if you saw this over the weekend, bada bing, bada boom. Erica Kirk launches furious attack on judge after highly controversial ruling. Grief and grit. Now, there's a guy that put out a meme that was pretty ugly. So you got MTG, and then MTG is going to be on The View tomorrow. And rumors swirling she might be announced that she's running for governor. All right, take that down. So, now, folks, President Trump did a 60 Minutes interview. We're going to talk about that, the 60 Minutes interview last night. We have 3 elections. You've got New York, New Jersey, Virginia. You got Prop 50. And then we have the Public Service Commission race in Georgia. Now, I just want to say one thing about the Public Service race in Georgia, and then we're going to talk about the genocide in, is it Nigeria? Trump's threatening boots on the ground, the killing of Christians. Finally, someone's acknowledged Christians are being killed around the world, and especially in Nigeria. But let me say this. The PSC race in Georgia, if your power bill went up, you probably will not support the incumbent. And I will say this, Georgians are trying everything they can to convince you that if the 2 Democrats get elected, that the next thing you know, we will be California. But in reality, it's too late. We are California. We brought their movie industry here. We've brought every liberal we could here. We've signed every deal with every corporation we could to pack the place full of liberals, Democrats. But Republicans want you to believe that if the 2 Democrats in Georgia get elected, we will become California. That's interesting. I thought that was a done deal. And the other thing about the shutdown, Republicans never talk about the fact, or no one ever talks about the fact, that the government is feeding 42 million Americans? There's never any discussion on reopening the government to fix that problem, right? The 42 million Americans on SNAP that the government is feeding. And the Republicans want you to think, wow, it's the Democrats' fault. Wait a minute. Because they won't vote for a clean CR. So you've had control and you could not get 12 appropriations bills to the floor for a vote? Remember the whole 12 appropriations bill promise that we got? No more omnibus. So you couldn't get that. You couldn't get your committees up there. Get your 12. Are you telling me that if they vote today for the clean CR, I mean, I tell you what, I don't know when's the last time in my 38 years, bada bing, bada boom, drum roll, I don't know when's the last time I have listened to so much utter bullshit from Republicans and Democrats. So are you telling me if they would just vote today for that clean CR, you could go back in and do the work that should have been done for 12 appropriations bills, knowing this day was coming, right? Knowing this day was coming. I mean, I have to tell you something. It's pretty bad when the federal government, I mean, I knew it was test day. I didn't do very well. You can't study on the school bus on the way in and think you're going to pass the test. I mean, we know things are coming, right? So the entire time, these people, these corrupt politicians know this day is coming. But we cheer that the Republicans put up a clean CR. Well, it's 24 pages. Now, the Republicans played a very good hand. They did. And I said that. They played a very good shutdown hand. But just the fact that they were standing there with 24 pages, no. What you should have had is a table and say, these are 12 appropriations bills that we have voted out of committee that's ready to go to the House floor and vote one at a time. Mike Johnson keeps going on all the programs bragging how they've done their job. But they're not in session. They went home. So they voted on a 20. Are you telling me all this time that you've been out, Republicans, not Democrats here, and you've been home because Mike shut it down, that if Democrats vote for the CR today, you're done? All the work is finished? You have 12 appropriations bills ready? Why do they keep saying that on the subsidies, that if Democrats would reopen the government, they would work with them to negotiate, a plan? That's bullshit. I mean, they didn't know open enrollment was coming? Like 6 months ago, hey, by the way, let's put on the calendar that the ACA open enrollment starts October 30th. So at least 2 weeks before that, we have to have something to the floor to handle that, because we need to be good stewards and we need to work for our constituents. Right? And then what happens? They come home and people run to take a picture with these people. You knew the ACA was expiring. You knew the subsidies were expiring. Democrats just want to fully fund it, and it does go and pay other things. They just want to fully fund it, and Republicans don't have a plan. Now, right now, polling. Now, I know this is going to anger you, but polling data says people are now blaming the Republicans. You know why? I'll tell you why they're blaming the Republicans. Because Mike Johnson. I shall explain. I mean, I'm thinking, wait a minute. So if the 28 people, I mean, if the Democrats, if the Democrats pass this today, what you're telling me is we're ready. Now, number 117. Trump said, I will use the nuclear option. Nuclear option. All right, folks, when we return, the crisis in America, as will Trump administration fund SNAP, as the judge says, you have a government feeding the people, and just like that, the people could starve. My biggest concern, I'll tell you my biggest concern. Diane, give me 122. This is my biggest concern this morning of anything out there. Nothing else tops this. Did they find the monkeys? Take a break.
At Days Chevrolet in Jasper, we're proud because for more than 65 years, we've built a legacy of trust for the families we serve. That's why 80% of our business comes from repeat customers and referrals. When you treat folks as well as we do, word is bound to get around. Days Chevrolet in Jasper, family first since 1959. Days Chevrolet, Days gets it done. Together, let's drive.
Larry's Body Shop in Ellijay. Family owned and operated since 1978. The latest in cutting-edge digital technology and state-of-the-art equipment allow our iCar Gold Class certified technicians to restore your vehicle. Our second-to-none customer service will work directly with your insurance company. Major accident or minor fender bender. We take the dents out of accidents. Larry's Body Shop, North Georgia's #1 body shop. Visit us at collisiondecision.com.
Why give your money to liberal media companies? Put your marketing needs in the hands of a conservative marketing professional and start getting results today. FYN Media Group, one of the top digital marketing agencies in Georgia, specializes in website design and hosting, social media promotion and management, and so much more. Visit FYNmediagroup.com or call 706-889-3564 for a free consultation.
Welcome to El Rey Azteca Mexican Restaurant. We invite you to indulge your senses with our from-scratch authentic Mexican food. Whether you are hungry for fajitas or the El Rey Azteca burrito, we offer a wide variety of fine Mexican dishes, drinks, and desserts. Our inviting patio, indoor seating, and bar has a seat for everyone. So come to El Rey Azteca for delicious food, great drinks, good friends, and loads of fun in a casual and friendly atmosphere.
Ladies, when you wear elegant jewelry, you become a force to be reckoned with. You shine brighter than the stars in the sky, and your inner beauty radiates like the sun. So embrace the magic, embrace the elegance, and let your jewelry be a reflection of your true, authentic self. My friends over at North Georgia Diamond know what a woman wants. Go see them for the perfect gift. And remember, when it comes to elegance, there's no such thing as too much. Come see us at North Georgia Diamond. We're igniting passion one sparkle at a time.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
This is a special report.
Knowing how to invest your money is harder than ever before. Dealing with stock market volatility, record debt, and terrorist attacks requires new thinking. At U.S. Asset Management, we can help you see the world more clearly so that you can move beyond the chaos and invest with confidence. Call us, visit us online, or drop by our office. U.S. Asset Management, helping you make better decisions with your money.
Mesquite Grill, now offering online ordering for your convenience. Check out our new website at mesquitegrillbr.com. That's mesquitegrillbr.com. The great food and service you have come to expect, ready for you when you arrive. Open 7 days a week with a fully stocked bar and friendly service. Bring your furry friends with you and dine on our pet-friendly patio. Also, check out our catering options and let us prepare delicious food for your next event.
All right, folks, I'm your host, BKP. You're watching BKP Politics on voiceofruralamerica.com. Good morning, Diane. Now, government shutdown. Now, we know, you and I, this audience, you know, this is all just a bunch of nonsense. They don't have a plan on healthcare. I guess now maybe the bright side is people know 42 million people could starve to death, hunger crisis, children without their formula. Who is really raising the kids in America? The government. Now, I have said for years, and I don't want to get stuck on this, is we went down the road of teaching our children the government is who feeds you, right? Now, I'm going to look you in the camera and tell you I remember to this day, and the individual needed the help. They needed the help. I'll never forget in first grade, only one person in my entire first grade class got free lunch. Only one. And the individual needed the help. I'll never forget it. One. Now, that being said, free lunch, free breakfast, free daycare, free after-school programs, whatever it may be, all under the guise of investing in education, when the truth is you've invested in manipulating the people into dependence on the government to exist, total existence. All right? Workforce housing, supplemented rent, supplemented heating. And all of that is going for corporate welfare to these big corporations. Bottom line. So that being said, I blame this guy. I really do. 129. Who's to blame? Well, I can't blame him for the last 50 years. I can't blame him for the last 30 years. But I blame him right now for just dropping the ball, because there's a lot of controversy out there. Thomas Massie, Congressman Thomas Massie, is calling it the what? The Epstein shutdown. Right? Now, Marjorie Taylor Greene, give me 127. Like her or hate her, she says she's been asking for the plan. Johnson said he's got ideas and pages of policy ideals, and committees of jurisdiction are working on it. But he refuses to give one policy proposal. Now, you can hate the lady if you want. You know, we're not friends. Give me, I thought I had, wait a minute. I thought I had one about, I guess I don't. Huh. I thought I had an MTG. Maybe I didn't. Let's see. Government shutdown. Let's go with video one. Mike Johnson.
One can dispute that they shut the government down over restoring free health care to illegal aliens as part of their $1.5 trillion wild partisan wish list. They're playing games, and real people are suffering because of it.
But with these...
But that's not true. Now, do Democrats want to fund illegals? Yes, they do. They want to fund illegals. I get it. You are correct. But that's not what really is happening here. Now, they have a lady that won, I forget her name, a race in Arizona. And what has happened here in the shutdown, if Mike Johnson would have sworn this lady in, he could, and Republicans could be holding on to the fact that Democrats have it shut down, but that's just not the truth. And it's fallen apart on them. And I'm going to show you in a minute. Give me Mike Johnson. Give me video 2, Fox.
Of course, there's nothing. So even if the administration figures this out, there's going to be some sort of delay. Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer says Republicans are using seniors and vulnerable. They're weaponizing hunger.
It's absolutely absurd. They are accusing the Republicans and the president of doing exactly what they are doing. Remember, don't get lost in the facts. Republicans have voted 14 times to open the government. Democrats have voted 14 times to close it. Who's playing games here? We have a clean, simple CR, a continuing resolution. No partisan gimmicks, tricks at all. It's 24 pages in length. It would keep everything going. The president is bending over backwards to take care of the American people, and it's the Democrats who are quite literally using the people as leverage. I can quote you senator after House member on the Democrat side in the last 2 weeks who have said the quiet parts out loud. From White House to Coons to Catherine Clark, the number 2 Democrat in the House, they've all said that. Bernie Sanders, they've all said this is their leverage. Their leverage for what? So they can show that they're fighting President Trump to the far left because they're worried about the Marxist rise in the Democrat Party. We see it in New York City and elsewhere. And because they actually want, and they've argued and they put on paper, they want illegal aliens to receive taxpayer-funded benefits again. That is a fact. They've never changed it. They've never pulled back from that. Everybody can see the stark contrast between the two parties right now. And one is fighting for the people, and that's the Republican Party.
Fighting for the people. I'm sorry, folks, whether you're upset with me or not, he's not telling you the truth. All right? Don't get lost in the facts. Here's the facts. Both parties, they set these stunts up. Both parties knew all along that open enrollment date was on the calendar. Well, that just slipped up on us. I'll bet you they know how many days it is before Christmas, and they get all their bottles of whiskey, or what, I don't know what they get. Lost in the facts. You got to keep in mind, folks, we voted 14 times to open the government. They voted 14 times for a CR, a continuing spending resolution. And Republicans want you to think that they should be given hero status because they presented you a continuing resolution. Now, I'm a conservative, and I guess that's where I just totally go wrong. And I want 12 appropriations bills, and I don't see where I don't care who they are. I don't care how much you like them. If they can't go up there and give you an appropriations bill and actually only spend zero-based budgeting, only spend what we bring in on tax revenue, and stop taking the money from the American people and wasting it. If we can't do that, they need to go. I don't care if they're a Republican, a Democrat, your best friend, your neighbor. I don't care if you go to church with them. They got to go. I mean, you go over here on the right, I don't know which way I'm pointing to, and the podcasters are all screaming something at the top of their lungs. Keep an eye open. They're all staying on military bases. I get that. We're broke. This is Mike Johnson holding this up. Let's not get lost in the facts, folks. To vote this in funds SNAP, funds the EBT cards, does nothing deals with a solution. Subsidies, boom, shove it out. Another 26%. You see, your insurance on the ACA is going up. Insurance in the private sector is going up. Insurance they sell to your municipal, your state, your federal employees, it's going up. You are the one going to pay the bill for all of it. You're on the hook, taxpayer. You're on the hook for government employees. You're on the hook for your own. Video 3.
It's tweeted out by journalists. They're supposed to be private, but they're not. And so Marjorie knows that. She knows she can come into my office any day at any hour, and I'll lay out everything for her. The committees of jurisdiction, the people who specialize in all of this, have been working on this around the clock for a long time. In fact, we published 60 or 70 pages of healthcare reform ideas in 2019 when I was the chair of the Republican Study Committee, the largest caucus in Congress. Our ideas have been out there for a long time. We're formulating the final plan that will bring down premiums. There's only one party in America that is going to do that. Remember, the Democrats are the ones that created the system that is failing us. They created Obamacare. They said it was going to bring down costs. It's done exactly the opposite. Premiums, by some estimates, are are up 60% since Obamacare was created in 2010. So it's the Republican Party that is going to bring down the cost, not the Democrats. They've already proven what they're about.
Okay.
I will say this. If Obamacare is the disaster you say it is, and Republicans are the only party that could fix it, and you keep telling me you're in a study committee, I got your damn study. All right? Hey, Mike, I got your damn study. Let me tell you something. There's over $1 trillion went to the top 5 insurance companies in premium. It's billions, and I mean hundreds of billions going to insurance companies that they're investing in stocks and bonds, right? I got your study committee, Mike. Stop with the BS. I'll just tell you right now, I will say this. Hate me for anything you want, but they definitely, they're polling there. They got Obama campaigning in New Jersey and in Virginia. Video 4.
Charge petition that would force a vote on the release of the Epstein files and or to strengthen his hand in the ongoing budget and appropriations negotiations. Why hasn't she been sworn in? What's your response to the lawsuit?
Oh, this is so ridiculous. And we could take 30 minutes and talk about all this. But Rep-elect Grijalva will be sworn in as soon as we get back to regular session. Remember, it's the Democrats who shut the Congress down, so we can't do that.
Can you not swear her in, though, when you're not operating in regular?
There is a precedent for doing a pro forma session swearing in, but we're not engaging in regular business right now. And what I'm doing is following the Pelosi precedent in the past when she was Speaker, and you had representatives elected during special elections, special situations. When Congress was on recess or out, she would wait until the regular session to do it. I'm doing the exact same thing. But the Epstein thing is a complete red herring. It's a distraction from what's going on right now and them causing harm to the American people with the shutdown. The Epstein estate documents are out. The Epstein files are out. 43,000 pages so far, more on the way. Subpoenas are being complied with. The House Oversight Committee, which is filled with some of the biggest guard dogs in Congress on the right and the left, Republican and Democrat, are dug in deeply. In the last 2 weeks, while we've been on shutdown, they've released the flight logs, the personal financial ledgers, the daily calendars of Epstein himself. The lawyers are continuing to dig through and release all that. We're for maximum transparency, always have been. They're using this for a political issue, and it's patently obvious what's going on here.
All right,
I'm sorry, man. I've had it with Mike. Look, I'm a Republican and I'm a conservative, and 12 appropriations bills should have been right there. Nuclear option, Trump said we could get it done. Let me put this right here, right? Nuke option, where is Trump? Give me, listen to what Trump said in the nuke option video 6.
Happen to agree to something else. I think we should do the nuclear option. This is a totally different nuclear, by the way. It's called ending the filibuster.
Did you see John Thune said today?
I know John doesn't. Well, John and a few other. But you know what? The Republicans have to get tougher. If we end the filibuster, we can do exactly what we want. We're not going to lose power. The theory is, then we'll do it. But then when they get into power someday, they'll do it. That's true. But you know what?
So you think John
Thune? We're here right now. No, I like John Thune. I think he's terrific. But I disagree with him on this point.
We can get whatever we want. He said it out loud. We can get it done. We can get it done. You need to understand. Mitch McConnell sold us how long the filibuster, the integrity of the institution. Why, it's the institution. We must keep the integrity of the institution, right? And Thune is going to follow the integrity of the institution. We must uphold. It's the institute. Hell with the damn country collapsing and washing away in the ocean. And then they could say, but we upheld the institution. Trump is 100% right. You need to know right now, Republicans in the Senate do not want to end the filibuster and put the nuclear option in, because this is the way they hold down Trump. This is it. I mean, if we just start cracking off 50 votes, 50 votes, 50 votes, and we start throwing stuff on the floor, boom, boom, boom. I mean, just think what we could do in America. Right? So good, bad, or ugly. Now the bottom line is, they're not ready when they reopen the country to hand you anything. And who's the first person? Who is the first person to say we should go nuclear option? Right there, MTG. First person to say, hey, let's go nuclear option. Now let me show you something. I know you don't like polling. Number 68. And then I'm going to show you a couple here. Now, this is what they're doing the day before. I understand it's the day economy, 34. Trump has lived up to it, 64. Give me number 83. Opinion on Trump is handling the shutdown. Approve, disapprove. Right? Government shutdown is crisis, major problem. Look at that, number 84. Current economic conditions, good, 28, poor, 72. How are things going in the country today? Number 86, well, badly. I know you don't like polls. I get it. I'm with you. Tomorrow is Tuesday. They want to give Democrats Virginia, right? They want to give Democrats Virginia. They want to give Democrats New Jersey. They want to give Democrats 2 PSC races in Georgia. I don't know. Republicans, some days I don't think they can find a better helpful hand than a so-called Republican. Take a break.
At Days Chevrolet in Jasper, we're proud because for more than 65 years, we've built a legacy of trust for the families we serve. That's why 80% of our business comes from repeat customers and referrals. When you treat folks as well as we do, word is bound to get around. Days Chevrolet in Jasper, family first since 1959. Days Chevrolet, Days gets it done. Together, let's drive.
Larry's Body Shop in Ellijay. Family owned and operated since 1978. The latest in cutting-edge digital technology and state-of-the-art equipment allow our iCard Gold Class certified technicians to restore your vehicle. Our second-to-none customer service will work directly with your insurance company. Major accident or minor fender bender, we take the dents out of accidents. Larry's Body Shop, North Georgia's #1 body shop. Visit us at collisiondecision.com.
Why give your money to liberal media companies? Put your marketing needs in the hands of a conservative marketing professional and start getting results today. FYN Media Group, one of the top digital marketing agencies in Georgia, specializes in website design and hosting, social media promotion and management, and so much more. Visit FYNmediagroup.com or call 706-889-3564 for a free consultation.
Welcome to El Rey Azteca Mexican Restaurant. We invite you to indulge your senses with our from-scratch authentic Mexican food. Whether you are hungry for fajitas or the El Rey Azteca burrito, we offer a wide variety of fine Mexican dishes, drinks, and desserts. Our inviting patio, indoor seating, and bar has a seat for everyone. So come to El Rey Azteca for delicious food, great drinks, good friends, and loads of fun in a casual and friendly atmosphere.
Ladies, when you wear elegant jewelry, you become a force to be reckoned with. You shine brighter than the stars in the sky, and your inner beauty radiates like the sun. So embrace the magic, embrace the elegance, and let your jewelry be a reflection of your true, authentic self. My friends over at North Georgia Diamond know what a woman wants. go see them for the perfect gift. And remember, when it comes to elegance, there's no such thing as too much. Come see us at North Georgia Diamond. We're igniting passion one sparkle at a time.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Divorce is tough, but your finances don't have to be. I'm David Cross, and I'm a certified divorce financial analyst practitioner. My job is to help you get a fair financial settlement in your divorce and to guide you to smarter money decisions. Find out how we can help you. U.S. Asset Management. It's your money and your future.
Mesquite Grill, now offering online ordering for your convenience. Check out our new website at mesquitegrillbr.com. That's mesquitegrillbr.com. The great food and service you have come to expect, ready for you when you arrive. Open 7 days a week with a fully stocked bar and friendly service. Bring your furry friends with you and dine on our pet-friendly patio. Also, check out our catering options and let us prepare delicious food for your next event.
All right, folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. You're watching BKP Politics on voiceofruralamerica.com. You know, there's a lot of elections going on, a lot of races tomorrow, and the media, the deep state corporate corrupt media, they keep picking out which one will be the bellwether race, the one that will tell us the most about 2026. And there's a lot going on. Now, I want to play a video. I have someone on the phone. We're going to talk about New Jersey. But I want to show you the lines yesterday. I started getting phone calls yesterday out of Pennsylvania, right on the border, telling me that all hands on deck. They'd never seen anything like this. And Diane, let's play this video 15 before we bring our guest in. Now, at the end of that is an ice cream truck. I'm serious. This is Lakewood, New Jersey. The lines are enormous. They were afraid that people would get out of line. A guy sent an ice cream truck over and made a purchase, I hear, of 3,000 cups of ice cream for the kids just to keep people in the voting line. Can't do that in Georgia. You go to jail. But anyhow, jokes being said. Now, I just want to show you. Diane, can we go with, we have people on the ground in New Jersey. All right. Like I said yesterday, you got Jack Ciattarelli, you got Mikey Sherrill, you got Jack the Republican, you got Mikey Sherrill the Democrat. New Jersey is neck and neck. The people, believe it or not, the issues are: I want a straw, I want a paper bag, I don't want charged because I'm going to cut a tree out of the front yard. That's how crazy this state is. So that being said, can I get there's 4 people from Georgia right now, number 135, 36, and 37, because I'm going to give you, this is Lisa Pierce and Benny Rubino. They're door knocking in New Jersey. Got that. I'm picking up the little wind burnt face there off the Jersey Shore. 136. Here is Jack Ciattarelli. There is Benny and James and Amy Kramer, and Muddy made it up there. And Lisa and Jack Ciattarelli. And here's the one. This is a prize right here. 137. These ladies are from Georgia. There's Amy Kramer and Lisa Pierce. And who is that guy? Oh, that's Scott Pressler. On the phone with me, let's go to Lisa Pierce from Georgia in New Jersey, door knocking for the last 2 days. Good morning, Lisa. How are you?
I'm wonderful, Brian. How are you?
Well, I'm great this morning. I know we have been talking the last couple of days. I want to tell you guys how much I appreciate the updates of what's going on the ground, the enthusiasm, and I'm getting other phone calls. Now, you're from Georgia. You're with the Georgia Republican Party National Party Committee woman. You're with Benny Rubino from over in the 14th District and Amy's husband, and you guys are door knocking with a team there close to the Jersey Shore. And so tell me a little bit about what you guys are encountering and what it's like for you being from Georgia. And are there people from other states there? Is this kind of like an all hands on deck? What's the vibe?
So it is exciting. It is so exciting. The people here in New Jersey want a change. They feel like they've been held captive, and it's like everything they do here, they're taxed on. It costs money. What they're teaching in schools is really, it's beyond fathom of what they're teaching the children. And you hear the enthusiasm, and you do feel it's all hands on deck, and it's asking your neighbors, it's bringing your friends from church, it's whatever you need to do. And we saw the most beautiful thing last night at the rally that we went to. There was an Orthodox Jew who came down and asked us, where is the local voting? And one person said, well, it's 5:45, you better run. It's literally 1 block down at the library. And the guy took off running to go vote because it was that important. And that's what they feel like here, that this is very important. And it was funny because last night you talk about the plastic bags and the plastic straws. One of the biggest applause that Jack got was for the plastic bag on the first day, that he's going to make sure that you have your plastic straws and the plastic bags, because it's the little things, and it's the little things that make the big things. And it's the total control that the Democrats have had on this state that have been smothering the people. And that's why I feel like this is so important that we're here. It's important you see people from other states coming into New Jersey, because this is going to show what we're going to do in 2026. And if this is like an example of it, we are going to stomp them in 2026, because people are tired and they're going to do the work.
Well, this is New Jersey is an unusual state. I mean, it's been a long time since they had some representation, especially in the governor's mansion there in Trenton. On the Republican side, I do know Phil Murphy, the current governor. He has a lot of negatives. So I think it's best that Jack Ciattarelli, and what I'm understanding, has been running against not just Mikey Sherrill, Phil Murphy, and that Mikey Sherrill will continue his policies. Let me ask you, why did you decide to go from Georgia to New Jersey? That was quite a hike. What got you energized, and do you feel that the win for Republicans here could be so large it can affect 2026 in other areas?
Absolutely. I really feel like this is the push. This is the example that we're going to set for 2026. And the reason that I came is because it is so important. We've done the work in our county, and as we're number 5 as far as the turnout in the state of Georgia. So we've really pushed hard in our county. So I felt comfortable enough to come up here and really do some important work to set the stage for 2026.
Well, I know you're in Upson County, Georgia, and the AJC reported that Upson County is 5th out of 159 in voter turnout in early voting. So there must be a really good team on the ground in that county working while you're up there. You met Jack. Let me ask you a question. You met Jack last night at a rally, everybody. Just quickly, I'm just really proud and thank you for what you're doing, Amy and James. But Benny is getting quite an experience there. The young man with you from the 14th district, he's just a quality guy. Tell us a little bit of how he's experiencing this, or the excitement he's having going door knocking.
Let me tell you about this young man, and I already told Angela what a wonderful young man she has raised. He is the most enthusiastic. He can talk to anybody, and he is willing to go toe to toe with people at their doors if there's some kind of conflict as far as and let me go here. A lot of people here, we have heard, they got burned from Chris Christie. They really, really did. And that's why they're like, well, how is that going to be different than Chris Christie? You're talking about completely opposite. But Benny is phenomenal, and he can just have right back at these people. And he's enthusiastic, and it's just wonderful to see somebody who is 21 years old willing to go door to door, knock the doors, do the work, and set the example. And for the people that are staying at home, our age people, we should be ashamed. And other young folks need to get out and really make the difference, because you can. And Benny is the example of how to make a difference. I'm so, so proud of him.
All right. I have 2 quick questions, and then I got to run. And I know you have a busy day there because you got one more day, and I know then you're headed home. Scott Pressler was at the rally last night. I don't know. Is that just sending a signal that things are that fired up that Scott's down there working Jersey? What was it like meeting Scott, and what are you hearing from him?
Absolutely. And I really feel like, he's been working nonstop. And for him to show up at this event, I really feel like it's another point to show how important this race is. And I know that he's done a lot of work in the phenomenal. And here's the other thing that I love to see too: is people working together that you normally wouldn't see working together. because you have they had 14 Democrats that have endorsed Jack. 14 very prominent Democrats that have endorsed Jack. And you have the Orthodox Jews that are coming out and supporting him. You have all these people coming together because it's important and he's a person to stand behind. So it's phenomenal.
Well, you know, I've been in the room before, and you could hear the buzz and some things kind of fall out from the campaign that you will hear in the room. And I see the picture here. You guys did get an opportunity to get a picture with Jack. If Jack was in the room, I know his team was there. Are you hearing anything? I mean, we've got the polling numbers that are all over the map. Are you hearing anything from his team and how close it is? Or is that something you're not hearing anything about?
No, we're hearing a lot about it, that it is about the Republicans and the people showing up. That it's literally a 1%. It's that close. And it is all going to depend on people showing up to the polls. And that's one of the things that we definitely emphasize when we're knocking at the doors, how very close it is and how very important it is for you to go out and vote. So, yes, and, you know, you've got the RNC here. Joe Gruters was here last night. Casey, the co-chair, she was also here last night. It's that important. So you just see a big rally, and it's very close, so people need to get out and vote.
So when you're knocking doors, and this is the last one, when you're knocking on doors, this may be a crazy question, but the people in New Jersey, and especially in the area you're working, they're really engaged in this race and paying attention to it?
They are. And they know how important it is and how this can really have a fundamental change on their lives. So you see so many people going, hey, what time did the polls close? What time? I mean, we've had a lot of, that kind of information. People want to get out and they want to vote. We've run across very few people that have gone, I don't care, I'm not interested. Most people are very interested and they want to go and do their part.
All right, so we know Muddy goes everywhere with you, your service dog, no matter where you're at. Muddy's by your side. Is he bringing in any votes at the door?
She is the cutest thing there, and definitely she is a help to the campaign anywhere we go.
Thank you. I know you got a busy day, and I thank you for taking the time to go up there and taking the time to give us a little report on the ground right there. I appreciate you guys. Tell the entire team we said hello and we appreciate them.
I will. Thank you, BKP.
All right, folks, little report on the ground there. I started getting calls yesterday, text messages. I've heard that, like, Pennsylvania has a major race going on with their judges, but they've got teams flooding across into the New Jersey state line all over the country, that this is just that tight. Let's take a break. We'll come back. And Trump last night on 60 Minutes. We'll talk about that when we return.
Days Chevrolet in Jasper. It's last call. Your last chance to save $12,000 off Silverado 1500 and $7,500 off Silverado 2500 crew cabs. Don't miss last call and save $12,000 off Silverado 1500 and $7,500 off Silverado 2500 crew cabs at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. Days Chevrolet. Days gets it done. Together, let's drive.
Larry's Body Shop in Ellijay. Family owned and operated since 1978. The latest in cutting-edge digital technology and state-of-the-art equipment allow our iCard Gold Class certified technicians to restore your vehicle. Our second-to-none customer service will work directly with your insurance company. Major accident or minor fender bender, we take the dents out of accidents. Larry's Body Shop, North Georgia's #1 body shop. Visit us at collisiondecision.com.
Why give your money to liberal media companies? Put your marketing needs in the hands of a conservative marketing professional and start getting results today. FYN Media Group, one of the top digital marketing agencies in Georgia, specializes in website design and hosting, social media promotion and management, and so much more. Visit FYNmediagroup.com or call 706-889-3564 for a free consultation.
Welcome to El Rey Azteca Mexican Restaurant. We invite you to indulge your senses with our from-scratch authentic Mexican food. Whether you are hungry for fajitas or the El Rey Azteca burrito, we offer a wide variety of fine Mexican dishes, drinks, and desserts. Our inviting patio, indoor seating, and bar has a seat for everyone. So come to El Rey Azteca for delicious food, great drinks, good friends, and loads of fun in a casual and friendly atmosphere.
Ladies, when you wear elegant jewelry, you become a force to be reckoned with. You shine brighter than the stars in the sky, and your inner beauty radiates like the sun. So embrace the magic, embrace the elegance, and let your jewelry be a reflection of your true, authentic self. My friends over at North Georgia Diamond know what a woman wants. Go see them for the perfect gift. And remember, when it comes to elegance, there's no such thing as too much. Come see us at North Georgia Diamond. We're igniting passion one sparkle at a time.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Big investment firms can lock out average people with their large account minimums. At U.S. Asset Management, we believe everyone should have access to experienced professional advice. And I have over 30 years of experience. Put us to work for you today. It's your money and your future. Build your retirement plan with U.S. Asset Management.
Mesquite Grill, now offering online ordering for your convenience. Check out our new website at mesquitegrillbr.com. That's mesquitegrillbr.com. The great food and service you have come to expect, ready for you when you arrive. Open 7 days a week with a fully stocked bar and friendly service. Bring your furry friends with you and dine on our pet-friendly patio. Also, check out our catering options and let us prepare delicious food for your next event.
All right, folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. You're watching BKP Politics on voiceofruralamerica.com. We're getting ready for the Georgia Hour. All right, so here is the... All right, last night on 60 Minutes, number 9. So CBS was purchased by Larry Ellison's son, David Ellison. So CBS is going to have, and they already do, their 24-hour news. They're going to try to make a move. And so Trump goes on last night, CBS, with Lauren, is that her name? Lauren O'Donnell. Right? Give me number 7. This is the new CEO over there, or the director of CBS News. And so Trump says last night, so we got a couple things here, folks. All right, we got a couple things. And I think this is where I get in a lot of trouble. I don't know who is advising the president at this time in some areas. One, the ballroom is wrong. The ballroom is wrong. When you have okay, here is, now the perception is just wrong. 72. Some undisclosed donors to President Trump's ballroom project. ByteDance, BlackRock, NVIDIA, OpenAI. I mean, ballroom's wrong. 42 million Americans. The media is going nuts with this. Hit me, here I am, throw it at me. The ballroom is wrong. Okay? It is wrong. Number 73, Trump's team offers to keep some ballroom donors incognito. So ballroom is wrong. That's number 1. Somebody tell Trump to stop saying 112. The only problem we have is beef, and we're working on that. I mean, someone please tell the president that groceries have not gone down. All right. Someone step up and say, whisper in his ear, Mr. President, we can't tear the east wing of the White House down, 101. Can't tear the east wing of the White House down, and at the same time, say beef is our only problem. No, it's not. It's not. Just telling you, it's not. Folks, when inflation went up, they say 9%, but went up 18% on this, 22% on this. And Trump says he has it under control, and he has it back at 2.5%. I think the president has done, maybe they've done a good job pulling it back to 2.5%, but inflation is 2.5% over and above what inflation We set a mark. Prices are not coming down. They're still increasing. Some areas they've leveled out. But for the most part, they're increasing. Give me video 13.
But for people that don't have 401ks or are not invested in the stock market, but they've seen their grocery prices go up, inflation.
No, you're wrong. They went up under Biden. Right now, they're going down. Other than beef, which we're working on, which we can sell very quickly.
Somebody, I mean, if you're going to get mad at me, go ahead. Here I am. Somebody tell the President of the United States, Mr. President, okay, you can't just say something and make it real. Beef is not the only, no, it's going down. No, it's not, Mr. President. No, it's not. I mean, you know, get somebody, like I said, get somebody to help you out. And it can't be Scott Bessent. These are wealthy people. Scott Bessent cannot be your eyes and ears on whether grocery prices are going down. All right? Can't be. And just saying. Electricity's up. You know, everything is up. Give me now another one. I thought I had one here. I thought I had one here on prices. Because they're out there. I mean, they're going out there after the president. And now, if we are going to, all right, if we are going to go after the auto pen, now stay with me. If we're going to go out there and we're going to say the auto pen, James Comer comes out of the oversight committee, sends a request, because my social media lit up just like yours, that to a referral that the Biden auto pen last day pardons should be null and void. Social media went nuts. We all agree. 2020 was stolen. Biden was never there anyway. We don't know which Biden showed up on what days. You remember when Doug on King of Queen had like 6 Rockies, the dog, couldn't tell them apart? That was Biden. But if you're going to complain about the pardons, the President of the United States can't go on 60 Minutes and say, I don't know who that is. What? Wait a minute. Give me video 10. Now, I watched the whole interview. Video 10.
Zhao pled guilty in 2023 to violating anti-money laundering laws. Watch this part of the exchange.
The government at the time said that CZ had caused significant harm to U.S. national security, essentially by allowing terrorist groups like Hamas to move millions of dollars around. Why did you pardon him?
Okay, are you ready? I don't know who he is. I know he got a 4-month sentence or something like that, and I heard it was a Biden witch hunt.
O'Donnell went on to ask.
You can't do that. You can't go on 60 Minutes and say, I pardoned someone and I don't know who they are. I don't know them. Wait a minute. Did somebody come in and put it in front of you and you signed it, not knowing who it is? Now, this individual gets a lot of pressure that he is in or surrounded by Trump's 2 sons on crypto. I'm just talking about the appearance of things, folks. All right? I'm just telling you. You're in a government shutdown. You can blame it on Democrats. Fine. I mean, 131. I'm telling you, perception is out there. And the Post, the New York Times, well, the failing New York Times, that terrible trash heap, the Post. Okay? You can hate all of them. America's blamed Trump and GOP more than Democrats for shutdown. Polls find independents told Trump and Republicans hold Trump and Republicans responsible for the shutdown by a 2-1 margin. That's independents, right? Then you have I'm going to go through all of it. Then they brought out this weekend, right before this election, 119, right before the election. They brought out the Kornacki. Number 116, blame for shutdown. Republicans. Interesting. Brought out the Kornacki. Number 115, security, border security and immigration. 51% say he lived up, 44 short. Foreign policy, 44. Economy, 34. Helping middle class, 33. Inflation, 30. Now, I'm just saying, I'm not trying to sell the polling numbers. I'm talking about the perception. 111 yesterday. 60. This is what's going to happen in every election, folks. 67% on the wrong track. But remember, Joe Biden. Here's ABC yesterday. ABC 110. Trump's disapproval on the economy, 62%. Tariff, 66%. Whether you like Marjorie Taylor Greene or not, whether you like her or not, she was on Bill Maher. And she told Bill Maher, look, my district is the capital giant of the country. Shaw Industries, and a lot of their chemicals for dyes or different chemicals that go into the carpeting are from overseas. And she said to Bill Maher, I'm told, I'm not attacking President Trump on the tariffs, but she said to Bill Maher, I get phone calls and I'm being told from these major manufacturers in my district, we can't plan 1 year out. We can't plan purchases 6 months out. We can't do any planning because one day it's up, next day it comes down a little, next day it goes up. I'm just saying, it's out there. All right? Give me oh, that one's right there. Hold on here. Let's see. Number 91. What Trump's election might tell us about Trump. They will. They'll be analyzing it. Oh, we're back to the nightmare. Number 90, U.S. government nightmare. CNN. How Trump is handling his job as president, 87. 37% approval rating. 86. How are things going in the country today? 32% well. Number 85, current economic conditions. Good. 28%. Number 84, government shutdown is a crisis. 31%. Major problem, 50. Number 83, opinion on how Trump is handling the shutdown. 25% approve. I understand. I get it. What do you think I do every day? I study the deep state corporate corrupt media. I study their narrative, what they are doing. And look, whether you get mad at me or not, and I know I've said that 97, 11, 84, 63 times. Give me 81. Trump returns to Washington ahead of a big week. You can't throw a Gatsby party, the Great Gatsby party. It's just something about it doesn't right. I want this one in a minute. Number 69. I know what you're going to say. Well, that's Morning Joe. No, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. Trump hosts Great Gatsby Halloween party as food assistance expires for 42 million Americans. Number 68. 67. The party. Let me see if I have any others here. Here is ABC, number 55. President Trump has come under fire for hosting a Great Gatsby-themed Halloween party, the Roaring 20s. You cannot make this up. I'm sorry. The ballroom, no. Parties, no. Let's see what else I have here that I wanted to show you. Number 32, Trump rolls out a third term, but God knows Bannon won't shut up about it 2 days before an election. Number 31, top 10 U.S. billionaires' collective wealth grew by $698 billion in the past year. And why do we always have to run to Asia? Number 30, here is the governor of North Carolina running to Asia, Taiwan. Number 27, MAGA war within, right-wing purity test. So I'm just telling you, the day before the election, and folks, you know, when I was growing up, there was a handful of words, not including the bad ones they were given, but there were a handful of words we were not allowed to use in our house. And one was stupid. My mom would get really upset if she heard you use the word stupid, like you call your brother, your sister, or anyone stupid. My mom would get very upset over that. We weren't allowed to do that. Does Mike Johnson and all of these people just go on here? Do they have parties and do they, you know, the ballroom, and they don't care and they just think we're stupid? I mean, there's not enough money. I don't know what happens with the economic crisis that's going to happen. Now, over in Nigeria, number 26, Nigerian leaders caught off balance as Trump threatens over Christian killing. Here is a couple videos I want to show you. Give me video 12. Now, these are Islamic terrorists killing Christians in Nigeria, right? Islamic terrorists killing Christians in Nigeria. Let me give you a couple more of those. Here you go, number 33. And here's the president the other day, number 35. If the Nigerian government continues to allow the killing of Christians, the U.S. will immediately stop all aid and assistance to Nigeria and may well go into that now disgraced country guns a-blazing. All right? Now, Nigeria says it's not quite the problem that you think. All they need is our money. Give me video 8. All they need is our money. Video 8.
The ground, but the military equipment support to fight these radical Islamists. This is what he said.
For now, we're using Super Tucano. We haven't been given the opportunity to have F-15, F-18, and F-22, and it is hard to get that from America for now. But these are the areas that we need that kind of, cooperation from the American government. Our soldiers have the capability to deal with this thing, so we do not require the American soldiers boots on the ground. What we need is the apparatus, the equipment, the access to some of these things that will aid our own military force.
So what he went on to say there was, President Trump is a deal maker. So it seems to be being.
President Trump is a deal maker. So we don't need boots on the ground. We just need your money. If you'll just send your money, right, we could deal with it. 78. So we just need your money. We don't need boots on the ground. We can handle it. So if you send the money right here, 78, I know she's got to switch into another whole level there, and I'm sorry. Trump threatens military action. Now, why would you do that? Because one day you could be an Islamic terrorist, jihadist, 28, and the next day you could be number 28. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. One day you could be a Syrian president expected to meet with Trump at the White House. One day you could be a terrorist, number 22. And the next day, one day you can hate America, jihad, Islamic terrorists, support killing Americans. And the next day you could be sitting in the Oval Office, sanctions lifted, money, nice watch, ring. I'll see you at 10 o'clock for the Georgia Hour. Let's get out of here for now.
At Days Chevrolet in Jasper, we're proud because for more than 65 years, we've built a legacy of trust for the families we serve. That's why 80% of our business comes from repeat customers and referrals. When you treat folks as well as we do, word is bound to get around. Days Chevrolet in Jasper, family first since 1959. Days Chevrolet, Days gets it done. Together, let's drive.
Larry's Body Shop in Ellijay. Family owned and operated since 1978. The latest in cutting-edge digital technology and state-of-the-art equipment allow our iCard Gold Class certified technicians to restore your vehicle. Our second-to-none customer service will work directly with your insurance company. Major accident or minor fender bender, we take the dents out of accidents. Larry's Body Shop, North Georgia's #1 body shop. Visit us at collisiondecision.com.
Why give your money to liberal media companies? Put your marketing needs in the hands of a conservative marketing professional and start getting results today. FYN Media Group, one of the top digital marketing agencies in Georgia, specializes in website design and hosting, social media promotion and management, and so much more. Visit FYNmediagroup.com or call 706-889-3564 for a free consultation.
Welcome to El Rey Azteca Mexican Restaurant. We invite you to indulge your senses with our from-scratch authentic Mexican food. Whether you are hungry for fajitas or the El Rey Azteca burrito, we offer a wide variety of fine Mexican dishes, drinks, and desserts. Our inviting patio, indoor seating, and bar has a seat for everyone. So come to El Rey Azteca for delicious food, great drinks, good friends, and loads of fun in a casual and friendly atmosphere.
Ladies, when you wear elegant jewelry, you become a force to be reckoned with. You shine brighter than the stars in the sky, and your inner beauty radiates like the sun. So embrace the magic, embrace the elegance, and let your jewelry be a reflection of your true, authentic self. My friends over at North Georgia Diamond know what a woman wants. Go see them for the perfect gift. And remember, when it comes to elegance, there's no such thing as too much. Come see us at North Georgia Diamond. We're igniting passion one sparkle at a time.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
This is a special report.
Knowing how to invest your money is harder than ever before. Dealing with stock market volatility, record debt, and terrorist attacks requires new thinking. At U.S. Asset Management, We can help you see the world more clearly so that you can move beyond the chaos and invest with confidence. Call us, visit us online, or drop by our office. U.S. Asset Management, helping you make better decisions with your money.
Mesquite Grill, now offering online ordering for your convenience. Check out our new website at mesquitegrillbr.com. That's mesquitegrillbr.com. The great food and service you have come to expect, ready for you when you arrive. Open 7 days a week with a fully stocked bar and friendly service. Bring your furry friends with you and dine on our pet-friendly patio. Also, check out our catering options and let us prepare delicious food for your next event.
At Days Chevrolet in Jasper, we're proud because for more than 65 years, we've built a legacy of trust for the families we serve. That's why 80% of our business comes from repeat customers and referrals. When you treat folks as well as we do, word is bound to get around. Days Chevrolet in Jasper, family first since 1959. Together, let's drive.
Larry's Body Shop in Ellijay. Family owned and operated since 1978. The latest in cutting-edge digital technology and state-of-the-art equipment allow our iCard Gold Class certified technicians to restore your vehicle. Our second-to-none customer service will work directly with your insurance company. Major accident or minor fender bender, we take the dents out of accidents. Larry's Body Shop, North Georgia's #1 body shop. Visit us at collisiondecision.com.
Why give your money to liberal media companies? Put your marketing needs in the hands of a conservative marketing professional and start getting results today. FYN Media Group, one of the top digital marketing agencies in Georgia, specializes in website design and hosting, social media promotion and management, and so much more. Visit FYNmediagroup.com or call 706-889-3564 for a free consultation.
Welcome to El Rey Azteca Mexican Restaurant. We invite you to indulge your senses with our from-scratch authentic Mexican food. Whether you are hungry for fajitas or the El Rey Azteca burrito, we offer a wide variety of fine Mexican dishes, drinks, and desserts. Our inviting patio, indoor seating, and bar has a seat for everyone. So come to El Rey Azteca for delicious food, great drinks, good friends, and loads of fun in a casual and friendly atmosphere.
Ladies, when you wear elegant jewelry, you become a force to be reckoned with. You shine brighter than the stars in the sky, and your inner beauty radiates like the sun. So embrace the magic, embrace the elegance, and let your jewelry be a reflection of your true, authentic self. My friends over at North Georgia Diamond know what a woman wants. Go see them for the perfect gift. And remember, when it comes to elegance, there's no such thing as too much. Come see us at North Georgia Diamond. We're igniting passion one sparkle at a time.
Hi. Hold on. It's interesting how many different messages I get. All right. All right. Sorry about that. People sending a lot of stuff this Monday morning. I greatly appreciate it. I'm your host, BKP. It is time, 11/3/2025, Daylight Savings Time, the Georgia Hour, brought to you by voiceofruralamerica.com. So, that being said, I want to cover a lot of things this morning. The PSC race for tomorrow. The albino rhino is back in the news just in time for election day. The report is out. Diane, I am going to want that website. I sent it over to you earlier today. A website I'm going to want to show people where they can go and read the report, because we're going to have to do everything today basically in just abbreviation as we lay the week out. Now, so in Georgia, we know, and I want to get to this because in Georgia, I won't take a lot of time on this. I opened the show. If you want the full details on this, go to Voice of Rural America Rumble, and our very first segment this morning at 8 a.m., I come out of the box with this because Saturday, my phone started blowing up with Steve Bannon. All right. And look, this is not a time to go and attack Steve Bannon. I get that, but I'm not a real Steve Bannon fan. I'm just not. All right. I know a little more. I try not to use the time up in saying it. I was on Steve Bannon's show one time. I know how I got on the show, and I know why I was never invited back. I know he runs a narrative. I do not. So this is not a Steve Bannon attack, but Steve Bannon, it started Saturday. I started getting text messages with clips of Sally Grubhub, and Sally Grubhub is the first vice chair of the Georgia Republican Party, that Sally Grubhub is on Steve Bannon, and they're talking about the 2020 election and getting the ballots and Fulton County and Harmeed Dillon. Now, I was asked about the letter Harmeed Dillon wrote, all right, from the Department of Justice Civil Rights Division to Fulton County Board of Registration and Elections. I was asked that the other day. And what I've always said on this program is watch for November 14th. Okay? Watch for November 14th and what Judge Scott McElvey does with the RICO case. So, we're glad Steve Bannon found Georgia again. We're glad Steve Bannon found Georgia as the 2020 election was stolen. We're glad that he just got all worked up and we're not going to just let this go. Good. I mean, I'll take it for highlighting it. And Sally Grubhub goes on there like, boom. We have known for quite some time 2020 was stolen, and a group of people, Georgians for Truth. I don't even want to go into the group because there's so many great patriots in Georgia that have never give up 1 ounce. Let me ask you a question. Can I ask you this and we'll move on? How many of you watched Steve Bannon rant and rave over Ed, what's his name? Was it Lacey or whoever on the Board of Elections being a lobbyist and his ties? How many of you watched the day that Joe Rossi, how many of you watched some of these people come out and support Georgia until recently? Right? So we know, and I'm just going to show you this. We know the 2020 election was stolen. We're glad you're highlighting it. I don't know why 2 days before an election in Georgia, maybe it fires up the base and the base will get out and vote. But here's the letter so I can move on that came in from Harmeed Dillon, number 58, right? Now, this is, now keep in mind, Sally Grubhub is not the voice, and she cannot make a statement for the Georgia Republican Party. So when you find Jason, what's Mongo's last name? What's Jason's Thompson? Jason Thompson, the RNC state committee man for Georgia and the RNC lead attorney on some election integrity group, right? Right? The election integrity task force at the RNC. Let's see a letter from him or Josh McCoon. Right here, Harmeed Dillon, got to get through this. She sends this letter out October 30th on the top. Great letter. We love it. Department of Justice. You and I know that the State Board of Elections passed a resolution in Georgia. And you and I know that they requested, right? That they requested the Department of Justice help obtaining the ballots from Fulton County. We know that. We call it the Joe Rossi, Kevin Monkla case, whatever. But this letter comes out October 30th, 2025, and it puts the Fulton County Board of Registration and Elections on the hot seat. I will admit that. But then go to number 59. I want you to look. And you see the second paragraph from the bottom? The Civil Rights Division appreciate your prompt attention to this matter. Within 15 days of today, compliance with this request includes notifying all individuals or organizations that have access to these responsive records, even if not directly affiliated with your office. Now, keep in mind, within 15 days of this letter, now give me number 17. Judge Scott McAvoy, I have told everybody over this is the date. Judge Scott McAfee, right, has set a deadline. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Of November 14th for the appointment of a new prosecutor in the case, right? The deadline was extended from earlier. The November 14th deadline refers to a date which the new prosecutor must be named or an additional specific extension must be requested. The judge indicated the case could be dismissed. Now, if you take Harmeed Dillon's letter and you take the date of October 30th and you add 15 days to it, you get November 14th. Got it? The letter, October 30th. The date, November 14th. I keep telling you, this case has to dissolve. This is my full opinion. I don't have a legal opinion here. and I have no inside knowledge. But what I do know is this is still an open case, period. Bottom line. And until this case is dissolved, Fulton County can continue to say there's an open investigation and a case. There's a case, open case on this, that those ballots could be tied to. No matter what they say, this is Fulton County, folks. This is Fulton County. They've been obstructed justice, right? They violated court orders. They've done everything to stop this. They'll spend $1 million to go to the Georgia Supreme Court to try to stop Jason Frazier and Julie Adams, from being reappointed to the Fulton County Board of Registration and Elections. So what happens on November 14th if another jurisdiction, another DA does not take this case, or they don't ask for an extension to try to complete someone taking it? You'll probably see on November 15th, Judge McAfee put in an order dissolving the case. But watch for November 14th. Circle that around the calendar. There's going to be a lot of hooping and hollering over this. And we're glad everybody out there now. 2020 was stolen from the people of Georgia and the American people. And we have the evidence. And the Department of Justice, we appreciate you reaching in and preparing to open that door. I say after November 14th, when this case expires, watch out what happens next. Take that down. Now, tomorrow we have a PSC race. Now, the PSC race, it's just this. If tomorrow comes, right? Now we'll get in, will MTG run? All right. Excuse me. Will she run for governor, Senate, or is she running for president? Interesting. We'll get into that momentarily. So give me number 102. Here is your PSC candidates. Now, I'm going to play a clip. There's District 2 and District 3. And earlier today, and I'm going to comment back on this momentarily, but earlier today, someone asked me some questions in my last segment. But what I want to be very clear is what I bring you is the narrative of the corrupt media trying to sell the public. You have to always go into this knowing you pay attention. 95% don't pay attention. So when I tell you Atlanta News First is giving this, AJC is giving this, you can't just get angry. I'm the one delivering to you what they are doing and how they're putting it out there. Right? So day before, we have also the AJC. Where's that at? I had it here a minute ago. Oh, by the way, the albino rhino is selling insurance. You can't make this up. I'm telling you. The albino rhino is selling insurance. Give me number... I know we had it here with the AJC just a moment ago. There it is, 45. So we have early voting. Now, tomorrow is incumbent Tim Echols. I'm going to want to go back to that number, but I'll help you find it. Early voting. Tomorrow is election day. Now, I do not early vote, and I'll tell you why for multiple reasons. It would take a 2-hour show. But every time you vote, you're going to hear the algorithm. And this is done, and Republicans want it along with Democrats. Because if you have election day, every time you hear someone say election day, right? Every time you hear that, there's no Republicans or Democrats that are pushing that and going to accept that. It's not going to happen. And I'll tell you why. Here we go. Just under 9% of registered voters cast ballots for tomorrow's statewide Public Service Commission. Black voters made up 33% of the total votes cast. Now, if you feel that your power bill's too high, you're going to vote against the incumbents. That's a good sign for Democrats who historically have needed black votes to make up at least 30% of the electorate to win an election. Another good sign for Democrats. I'm sorry. They're like holding up good signs. Republican incumbent Tim Echols posted an analysis that found about 47% of early voters have a recent Democrat primary vote, while 36% have a recent GOP background. He figures Republicans are about 80,000 down. There's nothing you can do after tomorrow if Republicans lose, than to blame themselves. We'll go into that Wednesday. We will see if they lose. Because the media, everybody is campaigning against them. Another good sign for Democrats, Republican incumbent Tim Echols. Women made up 58.2% of the early votes. The biggest age group by far was the 65 to 69, accounting for just over 14% of the ballots cast. Now you have your top 10. Give me 46. Here are the top 10 counties. And as you can see, in the top 10, Fulton, Decatur, Butts County, 13 points. You can see the top 10. Now, going back here, early voting. Give me this one right here, Diane. We're going to break this down. I had it here a minute ago. I just had it up. What was the one right before that? Are you able to go back easily, or do I have to get the number? It was right before that one. I want to get the front page for one reason only. Black vote. Black voters made up 33% of the total votes cast. Now, this is early voting. Municipalities out there. Give me number. I thought I had it here this morning. I guess I didn't. I guess I don't have it. Hold on. Thought I had some Atlanta news first. 100. Give me 100. Here's a couple things in Fulton County. Remember, this is all early voting. Tomorrow, Atlanta mayor's race. Andre Dickens. 3 candidates on the ballot. I think he has 2 opponents. The Atlanta mayor's race. Then what else? 99. Voters to decide next city council president. If Republicans win this race, both of these, rural vote and rural voter turnout, one could only hope. So 102, listen to this and let me get moving on here because I'm already at 10:22. All right, give me video. Listen very close. We're going to break this down. Video 5.
And 2 seats on the Public Service Commission. Incumbent Republicans Tim Echols and Fitz Johnson are being challenged by Democrats Pete Hubbard and Alicia Johnson for those 2 seats on the Public Service Commission. The group of 5 is responsible for regulating a number of utility services in Georgia and the price you pay for them. Now, currently, all 5 members are Republicans. Regular Georgia Power customers saw a 3.5% bill increase in January. The group approved that rate increase in December after similar increases in 2023 and 2024.
And the race for Atlanta's mayor.
So this little clip this morning, they're letting you know all 5 are Republicans. All 5. So it's real simple. Feel your power bill went up, you're not happy with it, Republican did it. All right. All 5 are responsible. They use the word responsible for your power bill. Then they follow it up with how many times it's gone up with a 3.5% increase in January. Wonder where they're campaigning. Oh, they're also letting you know they're responsible for setting pricing, and then it's gone up 3.5%. Those are the Republicans. They're responsible. So it's real simple. If your power bill went up, why should you vote them back in? Why should you trust that the data centers, because Georgia has become the Wild West. There's articles. I had someone send me a couple articles this weekend on the amount of power that's going to be necessary. Just go look it up for these data centers in the Wild West. Not only that, the AJC, they made sure, number 6, that this went around just in time for this election, right? Right here. Number 6, $10 billion in data centers. Burt Jones. So, that being said, I responded to this, but I did not get a response from the Public Service Commissioner. I have this one here. Diane, give me number. Where do we have it here? I had it just a minute. 102. So tomorrow, Public Service Commissioner's on the ballot. Republicans could lose 2 seats. I don't think it's going to split. I hear people saying it will split, but I don't know if that's the case. I don't know if it's the case. Regardless, one Republican loses or both, it'll be earth-shattering to the point that the media will run the narrative that this is the icebreaker for Democrats to win statewide offices. Now, I'll explain that in just a minute. You see, Peter Hubbard, Tricia Pridemore is a member of the Public Service Commission, and here's what she said. Number 40, she put this out. So Peter Hubbard is the Democrat in District 3. She claims at 8:30 p.m. this Halloween night, I assume, a little gray area, Peter Hubbard, Democrat PSC candidate, texted me a nasty name to my personal cell phone. The text came from this number, which is the same number listed on Peter Hubbard's campaign disclosure. Looking forward to being your colleague, Commissioner Pridemore. So I wrote her and I said, he's accusing you, or he's making an accusation that you take bribes. Give us an answer. Put out there, give us an answer. But she is claiming this hasn't really gone anywhere. The AJC didn't jump on it like she thought they would. Commissioner Pridemore. All right, so before we get into, the 2020 election, let me show you this. I want you to know this, number 48. Keep in mind, keep her in your prayers. Dr. Janice Johnston is an amazing woman. Georgia State Election Board member raises money online for legal defense. So they're going after her, and we just make a brief comment. An online fundraising campaign for Georgia State Election Board Vice Chair Janice Johnston has raised more than $30,000 for her legal defense in a lawsuit that alleges she blocked access to public records. All right. And then you have the number 49. Remember this. 2 Republican State Election Board members who use private Gmail accounts for official business have refused to allow searches of their emails, leading to the accusation that they're violating government transparency laws. So Dr. Janice Johnston is being sued. Wow. Now, just keep that in mind. I just wanted to put that up there. Number 51. So this is one we'll go into great detail tomorrow, but this came out over the weekend. How much money has been recovered so far in First Liberty's collapse? Federal securities regulators contended the politically connected lender First Liberty Building and Loan operated a $140 million Ponzi scheme. So far, the team appointed by judge to recoup the money for jilted investors has seized control of more than $1.6 million in assets and signaled in a court filing it is preparing for a lengthy battle to recover additional funds. $140 million Ponzi scheme they've gotten up to 1.6. This thing is a total, complete disaster. I mean, it is. It has so much intertwined in it. And remember, the first line is the politically connected lender. Oh, you can go look. This is going to haunt. Now, the Republican Party of Georgia, every time when asked why they don't totally separate themselves from the entire family, well, no one's been implicated to have done anything wrong other than the dad. Now, here we go. S. Gregory Hayes, a court-appointed receiver, outlined the messy, give me number 52, state of affairs following the June collapse of First Liberty, a lender that sold investors on loan participation offering oversized returns. Now, here you go, number 53. This is the full report, right? Right here is the full report. You can go read it. It is First Liberty, Capital Partners, blah, 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 Security Exchange, first quarterly report from the receiver. So if you want to read the report, can you put the website up, Diane? This is where you go if you want to read the entire report. See, receivers first. Could you scroll down? This is where it's at, right? You scroll down here. All right, keep going, and everything is there. Now, see the receiver status report? You can see the first quarter. Click on the first quarter. October 3rd. No, the first quarter right there. Now, there you go. That's the report. Go down, and the entire report of the first quarter. Every quarter, the receiver gives a report. You can read how lengthy it is, but it's all there, and you can get a full update on the albino rhino and family and whoever they may think is involved. But this is a lengthy, how many total pages is it? I forget, is it 19? No, it's not. It's 30. I thought it was 62 pages. It's a lot of work. There's just something to read this afternoon. So go back. Can you go back? See, there's everything. Go up and to the top. And this is the website. What's the name of that website? It's all right. No problem. It looks like it's cut off, but if you go to, if you'll Google receivership for First Liberty building and loan and related entries, if you'll take that top and Google that site will come up. So good to hear the albino rhino number 54 is moving on with life. $1.6 million out of a $140 million Ponzi scheme. Josh McCoon, can you give us a comment? Oh, that's right. Did Josh McCoon, the chairman of the Georgia Republican Party, ever publicly put out a statement on whether he invested or anything about this? Can you send me his statement concerning this, his public statement that he wrote to? This is Brant Frost, the fifth. This is the albino rhino, as you well know him. I like to say I've got a pretty cool job. I'm a shield fixer. Insurance is really about stewardship, shielding those you love, reducing risk, and protecting your family from unexpected cost. I know who you should contact, Brant. Number 2. I mean, unexpected loss. Here's your customer. I mean, call on them. They lost everything unexpectedly. It's not funny. It's not funny. It was like, wow. All right. So 1036. Now, this is true, coming from the AJC or not the AJC. This is true. Give me number 50. I have said this on day one. I have to tell you, there will be arguments over this, but I think I'm the first one to say this. If you think people are sitting back, right? I mean, data centers, energy, cost. If you think people are sitting back and saying, but we're going to end your state income tax and we're going to fall for that one. Georgians in both parties prefer property tax relief. People are upset over property tax. Most Georgia Republicans favor repealing the state income tax. Most Democrats oppose the move, but a majority of groups would pick local property tax relief over eliminating the income tax if given a choice. A new Atlanta Journal-Constitution shows. So let me just tell you this, okay? I don't come here and campaign for things. I don't. I come here to give you the truth. You make your own decision. Now, a lot of people are going to go tomorrow, and there's going to be a SPLOST, special purpose local option sales tax, on your ballot. And they're going to tell you they're going to use it for X and use it for Y and use it for Z, and it's going to be on the ballot. Or you're going to have an SPLOST, education special purpose local option sales tax, right? And that's going to be for education. It's going to be for buses and all those great things, and build 9 more schools and a $92.11 billion, $1,876,000, $42 million stadium, so Junior can kick a 53-year-old field goal, and I just got in trouble for that, right? And put it on TikTok. But that being said, right, so that's the SPLOST. Then they're going to have the T. We're in Georgia. We got them all. We're going to have the T-SPLOST on some of your ballots are out there. Now, that's transportation. So that's transportation special purpose local option sales tax. And they're going to fix your roads, all your roads, your bridges. Well, we're going to paint them. We're going to put lines. We're going to pave a couple dirt roads. You're going to love it, right? Then they have flossed. Wow, flossed. Not flossing, flossed. So anyhow, those will appear, different counties, different ones on your ballot, maybe multiple, maybe one. Now, they're all sold to you as it helps prevent your property tax from going up. So, and it could offset your property tax. So you get sold that if you vote for this, it could prevent, you don't have to use your property tax to buy the school buses. So we don't need to raise your property tax to buy school buses. The penny will buy them. Well, that sounds interesting. Okay. Then after that, well, it can help reduce, because if that revenue comes in and we can use it to build 9011 new buildings, buy 9011 new cars, trucks, whatever, right? It could actually go towards reducing your Oh, wow, that's interesting. So they give you the sales pitch that your property tax, well, you want to do it. But here's what they don't tell you, okay? And they don't. And it's not to make your commissioner mad or your local people mad at all. What they don't tell you is what you should do is go to every county and find out how many bonds you have sold. Now, if you have a county, now stay with me on this, if you have a county that pays as they go and property tax is low and they put an addition on the school, and as that SPLOST comes in, they use that money to pay the bills, well, that's good. Not a good tax. I never call a tax good, but that's good. But that's not for most counties. I know some counties that pay as they go. And, that is fiscally responsible, tax or no tax. Don't get me started. But it's the counties that sell the bonds, right? And the majority of the counties sell the bonds up front. Now, I'll get into Wednesday. We'll wait till tomorrow about bonds a little more detail. But most counties sell bonds up front for all their projects. So if they want to build a new facility, park and rec, something, an amphitheater, whatever it may be, the very second that passes, the guy in the sharp suit comes up, the bond salesman, gets his little briefcase out, opens it up, and all these bonds pop up, and you pick from one and buy. No joke, you can sell the entire debt. So if you go and you say, well, you know what? This SPLOST can bring in $62 million. And that's on the ballot, and the voters vote for it. That's why I'm opposed. I'm opposed to any SPLOST being on a special election ballot. It needs to be changed immediately to be on the general election in November. Absolutely. Where most of the people come out and vote. It should never be a special election. Because what happens is, as soon as it's voted in, then you could look at the bond company and say, hey, the people, not true, just approved $62 million. Oh, we need to sell that immediately. Next thing you know, they sell the bonds, and they can legally. They can sell those bonds. Put the money, boom, in the bank. Now, where I call the catch is, you are the collateral, the property owners in your county. Yes, you are. I mean, I know it for a fact. I have seen a county have to put a mill. Now, I think it's down to a quarter now. I'm not for sure, but have to add a mill to property tax just for bond payment alone because of the shortfall in SPLOST to pay that bond. Now, here's the other trick. Go look at your language. Everything I'm telling you is true. I can back it up. Go look at the language of your SPLOST referendum. Now, you may say that, well, if you're going to sell the bond, then the SPLOST money that comes in has to go to pay the debt. No, that's not how the wording works. 9 out of 10. It's not how it works. They could continue to take the SPLOST money, not pay down the debt, right? Put that mill over on your property tax, use that SPLOST money to buy other stuff. Well, that ought to be against the law. Well, it ought to be. Now, if you notice, I didn't call any particular counties. I didn't call any particular names, but every single thing I told you is true. And let me tell you the biggest truth to this whatsoever tomorrow when you go vote. If enough pennies, as they call it, do not come in, the property tax will go up because the bond signatures that your commission is allowed to sign, the bond signatures say you, the property owners, are the collateral, and that you, the taxing authority, will put a tax on the property owners to pay the bond. Every single thing about this is so convoluted and has to be corrected down under the gold dome. But here's what they're doing. They're telling you they're going to alleviate state income tax. Okay, we'll go with that one. I don't know if I bored you. If you have questions, just text me. I mean, I didn't tell you how to vote. I didn't name counties. I didn't name people. Just saying. Political stunt. I'm so tired of them. So tired. I can't stand a political stunt. Now, what will MTG do? Now, this has some people wound up, even to the point that the AJC is all fired up. Give me 39. Now, this is Mike Johnson, for months now, cannot give me a single policy idea, and I'm angry about it, right? Very populist. Now, she's right about that. She wants the nuclear option. Give me number 43. What is she doing? Rogue signs. U.S. Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene again broke with her party, this time going rogue on Bill Maher's HBO show to blast Republican leadership. Mike Johnson, for a month, cannot give me a single policy idea. Her latest round of appearances includes stop at The View tomorrow. Tomorrow she'll be on The View. Greene has unequivocally ruled out bids for governor or U.S. Senate, and some people close to her insist she won't revise course. But local GOP activists say the buzz is growing anyway. Now, I will tell you, I don't know that I'm a local GOP activist, but the buzz is growing around the entire state. Oh, absolutely. In fact, the buzz is growing to the point, that's why Burt Jones put out his long list of sheriffs last week that are supporting him to try to put a block on her. So the buzz is out there. Because Marjorie Taylor Greene has said she's not going to set back, right, and watch. I mean, Marjorie Taylor Greene, let me tell you this. I told you this the other day. I'll tell you once more. There's no glory in finding minority party representatives. It's not the fun place to be. It's not. I mean, you get a broom closet for an office. You're in the minority in the House of Representatives. Nothing exciting there. Now, and let me say this also, if Republicans hold the House of Representatives, Mike Johnson's really really going to MTG? No. If indeed next year Republicans hold the House of Representatives and he is Speaker of the House, Marjorie Taylor Greene will get a broom closet for an office from Mike Johnson. So what's she going to accomplish out of that? What's she going to accomplish out of the minority side? Her staying in the 14th district, just in my eyes, Republicans win, Republicans lose, is a lose-lose for her and her future. Unless she could parlay this, and it's awful early. It's awful early unless she could parlay this into a run for president or vice president or president. Yes. But if she runs for president, she would be going up against the utmost machine of Trump, Vance, Rubio. And that would be tough. That her running for president is out there, maybe being, that's tough, right? So what's left? Senate? I don't know. I don't know about Senate. Senate's a tough order. But governor? I could see that. All I know is she's got enough buzz. Now, I did a segment last week, as you well know. Give me number. I'm going to go over this. Give me number 62, because here's one thing. As you well know, MTG and BKP, I mean, we fell out a long time ago. She doesn't write. She doesn't call. She doesn't return my messages. Nothing. So I'm not sitting here advocating for MTG. But I'm telling you, something is in something. Now, if she's just doing it, maybe she's going to get her daughter off the ground with politics, her son. Give me number 62. Remember, U.S. Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene gives thumbs down during President Joe Biden's State of the Union? She put more sweat equity into Trump than anyone else out there. I'm just saying. Give me this one, 63. Marjorie Taylor Greene, right, wears a Trump 1 face mask as she arrives on the floor of the House to take her oath of office as a newly elected member of the 117th House of Representatives in Washington, January 3rd, 2021. She wore a Trump 1 mask on the House floor. Remember that? How about this one, number 63? Marjorie Taylor Greene calls out U.S. President Joe Biden delivers State of the Union address during a joint meeting. She called him out. How about this one? 65. Trump was right about everything. Remember when she was yelling, say her name? Say her name? Riley Gaines? And she made Joe Biden, Trump was right about everything. She wore it on the floor. She got fined. That's against the rules. She got fined. And then, folks, I have told you over and over, this is not me campaigning for her. But I'm telling you, number 66. No, basically, there's a couple stars that got on stage with Trump and so forth, but in the warm-up acts, because every Trump rally, they have warm-up acts. And when most of these people up there talking, state representatives, state senators, whatever they may be, are up there talking on stage, people out getting the hot dog, getting their, big pretzel, with mustard, whatever. But when MTG would go on the stage, that's when you would hear the applause go up. And she could rally the troops. So let me just say this, all right? we will see shortly. Now, she's gone Hollywood. She's getting invited to the parties. Pay attention, 36. Right? Halloween was a blast, starting with going on Real Time with Bill Maher and then going to the best Halloween party in Beverly Hills. She's Beverly Hills, baby. Yes, she is. I'm telling you, she is out there. People are taking pictures with MTG. Are you down with MTG? I'm telling you right there. Here you go, 37. She's out there with Bill Maher. Right? And then you have the host of the party, Adriana Malouf, 38. She's a mom of 3 boys. She's an entrepreneur. She's supporting LGBTQ rights. Just saying. I mean, MTG's out there, and she's a Hollywood. See if I have anything else here. So I don't know. Let me say this. I don't know what she's doing. Don't know. Couldn't tell you. She has her kids out there. Is she running for governor? Maybe not. Is she doing things just to make the good old boys in Georgia mad and keep them nervous? I don't know. Can't tell you. Is she that concerned about her district? No, I don't think so. And she's not particularly going against President Trump per se. She's really not. We can break every issue down. So, running for president? Positioning herself for vice president? That'd be awful early. Running for Senate? Because remember, for those that say she said no to governor and Senate, remember, go back and read those. Very cryptic. So for now, she'll stay in her district. Very cryptic. Read both of her statements on Senate and governor and see if you don't find where the door could be cracked open. Read very closely. And 2, always remember, both of those statements come with, if I ran, I would win. Now, I'm not quoting them. I don't have them up. We'll look at them tomorrow and I'll break them down for you. But remember, MTG says, if I run, I would win. That's 1. 2, don't forget, when it comes to Senate and governor, she has not seen a candidate she could get behind. Don't forget that. She has not seen I've not seen a candidate I could get behind, she said. Go look it up. I mean, she could possibly come out any day, announce she's running, and just say, you know what? I wasn't going to, but I just can't see a candidate that I can get behind. Burt Jones is talking about sales tax and Chris Carr is, I mean, we got to start talking about what's hurting the people of Georgia, that they can't pay their bills or health insurance. That's interesting, right? Go back. If anyone has it, if you have it, send it to me because I didn't record it. If anyone has it, please send it to me immediately. The MTG speech at the Georgia Republican rigged state convention in June. Because she is the one that starts the discussion on property tax. And I'd like to have a copy of that. So What's she going to do? Don't know. Number 10, the leadership, Secretary of State. I had this the other day. I didn't get a chance to put it up. The leadership is definitely behind Tim Fleming, John Burns, Jan Jones. As you can see, all of the leadership is behind Tim Fleming to be the next Secretary of State of Georgia. Make sure I didn't forget something here, my fine feathered friends. How about this right here? Never forget. We have always, number one, the what the fudge moment. We always have our what the fudge. What the fudge is this, right? The Jackal of Georgia, Dennis Roly-Poly, Daddy's Little Fatty, gonna be a big man someday. That's song lyrics, man. I don't know why. Maybe it's about me, right? Just saying. Do you remember that song? Roly-poly, Daddy's Little Fatty, gonna be a big man someday. What the Dennis fudge is that? All right, we'll explain more tomorrow. The Jackal of Georgia. Anyone that ties, I would say their horse to his wagon. Anyhow, and then number 3, I mean, it's just the saddest thing. It's the saddest thing. Georgians are suffering. They're just suffering. Look at Debbie. Poor little Debbie. Georgians are suffering. I'll see you tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. That's all I can say for one day. But that's all, folks.